Ah, yes, The Order. Justin Kurzel directs this gripping true crime thriller based on the real-life white supremacist group known as The Order. Active in the 1980s, the group carried out bank robberies to fund a planned national insurrection and was responsible for the murder of Jewish radio journalist Alan Berg. Their leader, Bob Matthews, was killed in a standoff with federal agents at the group's remote Washington state compound. The film is adapted from The Silent Brotherhood, a book by Kevin Flynn and Gary Gerard chronicling the case. Nicholas Hoult stars as Bob Matthews, bringing an unsettling intensity to the baby-faced extremist.
I'm dangerous. I'm scared of myself.
While Jude Law and Ty Sheridan play fictionalized characters determined to bring him down.
I'll find you! I will hunt you down!
The film opens in 1983 with Jewish radio host Alan Berg arguing with anti-Semitic callers on air, fiercely challenging their views. This immediately sets the tone, followed by a brutal execution scene where two men recruited by Matthews demonstrate their potential for violence. Their participation in a subsequent bank heist introduces us to their leader, Bob Matthews. On the law enforcement side, Jude Law's Terry Husk is an exhausted but relentless FBI agent, a seasoned investigator who previously battled the KKK and the Cosa Nostra. He's also an alcoholic, hoping his estranged wife and daughter will come back to him.
Have Molly and the girls move out here.
Husk is now seeking a quieter life in Idaho, but peace eludes him as he senses something sinister brewing in the nearby hills, a growing white supremacist cult whose members are linked to a string of increasingly brazen armed robberies. Jimmy Bowen, played by Ty Sheridan, an ambitious young officer, leads Husk to the leader of the area nation, Richard Butler, played by Victor Slezak. They soon discover that Matthews and his gang are an even more radical splinter group, rejecting the older generation's caution in favor of direct violent action, to the point where Matthews even has the gumption to visit Butler's church, attempting to recruit members. The tension is almost darkly amusing as Matthews begins to speak. You can tell that Butler is quite scared, silently hoping Matthews will say something to lose his audience.
We want you to join us on a mission.
This can't be happening.
To survive!
Defeat. Victory.
I hope you burn in hell.
The younger extremist gains more followers. Inspired by the neo-Nazi novel The Turner Diaries, Matthews and his gang believe in taking power by force. Kurzel masterfully portrays the painstaking reality of law enforcement investigations. Progress is slow, with more setbacks than victories. Matthews repeatedly evades capture, and in a particularly gripping moment, he has a clear shot at Husk in the mountains but chooses not to take it. Not rooting for the villain here, but I would have taken that shot. Or at least just to let him know that I could have killed him but didn't. I'd shoot him in the ass.
Why are you walking like that?
Because I got shot in the ass, Suzanne!
The manhunt is punctuated by explosive action sequences, including a high-stakes robbery and a well-executed armored car takedown. Kurzel also gives insights into the horror of their ideology, delivering chilling imagery like the Turner Diaries being read to children as a bedtime story. After a few tragedies, the film eventually brings Bob and Husk face to face in an atmosphere of flames. The Order is a solid film with powerful lead performances, good grounded action sequences, and good pacing. There are scenes that stretch without much dialogue, filled in by a moody, ominous score that sounds like mourners at a burial trying to hold back the final tears and outburst. It's brilliant. I love it. In a way, The Order presents two parallel narratives, each centered on men so devoted to their cause that they are willing to risk their lives even at the cost of destroying their own families. However, this parallel doesn't fully integrate with the rest of the story, as certain scenes feel underdeveloped and disconnected. Law's portrayal of the wary, obsessive Husk is excellent, his determination highlighted by personal demons and a Yosemite Sam mustache, which suits him perfectly like he was born with it. Hoult is chilling as the dangerously charismatic Matthews. His blank, emotionless face makes him even more disturbing. I love his piercing gaze and how his mouth moves while the rest of his face is frozen.
Defeat. Never. Victory. Forever.
Sheridan adds an emotional layer as a cop forced to compromise his morals, while Johnny Smollett stands out as an FBI agent who supports Husk but challenges his lone wolf approach. The film feels disturbingly relevant, and the end is a bit unsettling and perhaps anticlimactic. But overall, The Order is an intelligent, moody thriller that grips you from start to finish. We definitely need more films like this, but I stand to be corrected, so I remain open minded.